morning, everybody. Come on in. I'm Belinda with Just Be Yoga. And this is our home yoga practice live on a Friday, December 4. Almost slipped it up there. And today I decided, I'm so grateful for this practice and for being able to share practice with so many people because, I get to grow through my interactions of sharing this energy. And a student yesterday, really, something they said just really stuck with me of, I just want to have fun. And it's like, yeah, our practice should be fun. And I know that I have been leaning into the serious. And there's a time and a place for that, and there is a need for that. And is this a deeply serious, spiritually enriching practice? Yes. But does spiritual enrichment mean that we can't have fun also? No. So it's Friday. Come on in. If you're here, bravo, right? You want to practice. You want to get into connection with yourself in some way. Boom. Now, how do you want to do that? What's the joy you're craving or wanting to bring or stay in? For all I know, maybe you've just brought your little happy selves on to class any old way, and I need some of those rays of sunshine myself just to remember the fun. So if you're new to Home Yoga Practice Live, much of what we've been doing this year is learning how to set up a little system so that when we roll out our mat at home, we're not just sitting there going, what do I do? And then we don't come back. So set a plan. Today, the plan is have fun. Now that's going to be a really individual journey for all of us, and I'll get back to that in a minute. Set an amount of time. So whether or not, hi Elizabeth, whether or not you are just following along with this video, or whether you decide, you know what, I'm going to turn everything off, I'm going to use the stuff that I've learned in some of these sessions and do it on my own. Set an amount of time, 15 minutes, 30 minutes, maybe it's an hour, it's fine. But start to look at what's the amount of time I've set for myself, and are you setting an amount of time that actually creates a barrier to you doing your practice? All right, then we do the thing. So we get on our mat, we decided, you know what, I want to do some heart openers, I want to work on my hips, I want to stay in a continuous flow, or I want a really relaxing practice. And today we're going to put a healthy dose of maybe how do we put an affirmation or thought toward joy or fun, do that amount of time, and observe. And we just kind of go, that's how that worked out. Or, whoa, I put a lot of pressure on myself. Or, whoa, I was a goofball. How many times have y'all heard me say, I call myself out on my goofiness? And then guidance. Making sure that we are seeking some guidance in our practice. Don't go wandering in the woods too long without anyone helping hold your hand and show you where the path is. So whether that's a teacher such as myself, someone else, a book of guidance, great. But do get some guidance. Don't just hop from website to website also, okay? Just because you can Google it doesn't mean it's true. Or the Joojle. Right, I don't know if you guys are all fans of Big Mouth. I just absolutely love Big Mouth. So let's Joojle it. Alrighty, I'm done being silly for now, except let's have some fun today. Now, anything that doesn't feel right in your body, don't do it. Right? You're here to connect. Yoga means to create a connection. I am going to play some tunes today. I'm going to move a little bit, but I'm going to hopefully offer suggestions for modifications and continue to cue for you. Hey, I probably need to back off of that, all right? Let's have a seat for a moment and clear ourselves and get ready, prepared for practice, and maybe pull out your journal. Today is fun practice. What does that mean? Maybe for some of us, that's like, what? And for others, it's like, yay, I can't wait, right? Yeah, Fun Friday. Let's do a fun practice. All right, let's come to sitting. And of course, y'all would have to type stuff when my blind butt went and sat down. Okay, I got my glasses now. Thank you, Kim. Thank you, Elizabeth. All righty. Love you all. Let's come on down and have a seat. So sit any way that's comfortable for you. Maybe you're sitting cross-legged. Maybe you're sitting with your legs extended out in front of yourself. And as we sit, maybe just think right now, like, what are we grateful for right at this moment that maybe that we're not having to do? You know, that brings an element of fun. Like, yay, I get to just sit here. I'm not answering an email, a text, or anything. Even absorbing in how you feel about the notion of fun. Is it fun to be in our bodies? What is fun? What kind of variations of fun? What makes you smile? Now, for me, I like to be silly. I like to be silly and goofy without worrying that I'm being judged. I like to let my inner 5-year-old out and, make the funny face, the funny sound, making up poses. That's where my heart is. I feel free within that. So as we take a moment and settle in, what are you inviting in for yourself that's fun? Feel how your body is kind of soaking up that notion right now, whatever's coming to your mind. How long has it been for you to intentionally say, this is fun time? Some of us have gotten so grown, that we act like, oh, fun, what? Come on, healthy doses of fun. Maybe journal it down, something that's come to you. And let's just start to have a few natural breaths, all right? Natural breaths. And let's start to breathe out through the mouth. Make it any kind of sound that you want. Good. Let's reach the arms out. Just let's work them, move them. How fun is it to know that we have arms? What are some of the more fun things we get to do with arms, right? We get to be expressive, like we're pulling a bow and arrow, right? We get to be stern and sturdy, like our own little superheroes. We get to be austere and prayerful. We get to be sensual, like we are belly dancers. Feel your arms. Good. What can they do? Like swimming. Oh, some of y'all know that I really miss my swimming space. Miss my laps. Woo! All right, let's reach up and a gentle side bend. Oh, what do the ribs do? Ribs, what? Let's go ahead and touch them. Touch those ribs, feel them. And then we'll bring ourselves up and other side. Oh, feel this side. Woo! Something down on my low back on this side. So yeah, give us a pause here before we're ready for the fun you want. Oh. Let's bring ourselves up. Now, we'll start to find a nice little swirly sway, okay? And this actually comes from a Kundalini practice. Just letting the body invite its own inner tornado, swirling. What does this make us remember? Maybe when we were little kids, we might have swirled around like this. I hope it hasn't been that long. Change direction. Feel what's going on in your visual field. Maybe you're getting a little dizzy. Remember when we used to think that was a good feeling? Where we wanted to feel that nice dizzy spin? Treat yourselves with kindness still. Good. And let's bring ourselves up. Let's reach the legs out. Vibrate. When I work with kids, sometimes I say, make the floor rumble. And they're like, yeah. Make it rumble. Good. We'll bring the hands back behind us. Walk those feet in. Push down through the feet. Lift the hips. Now, if this is too much for your wrists, go ahead and make a fist. And rest on the knuckles of your fists. Whew, what do we get to feel? What do we get to see differently? Just hanging out. Maybe our bridge has collapsed and there's no hanging out. And that's cool. Bring the butt down. Bottoms of the feet together. And flow up and down. And go ahead and touch the ankles, the calves. Remember to make some good sounds. And let's bring ourselves up. Let's reach those legs out. Breathe in. And now reach forward as though someone is right in front of you. Your feet are touching that person's feet. And you're holding their hands. Look at their faces like we're doing a silly thing together. Woo! Good. And we're just going to go side to side as though they're pulling, 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 pulling. Good. And then bring ourselves up. Awesome. We come around to our hands and knees. And just shift and sway. Let your head go. We'll reach the left leg back. And just swing it over to the right. Oh. Bring it back and take that right leg back. And like it's its own elephant trunk, sweep it over to the left, touching the floor. Ooh, what do we get to feel? We'll bring this right knee down. And reach that left arm forward. Twist. Look up as though you're waving at somebody up above. And then we'll bring the left hand down. Reach the right arm forward. Maybe wiggle those fingers. Feel them. They're attached to us. They're a part of us. Don't ask, why would I do it? It's yours. You get to move it any way that you want. Twisting it open. Looking up. Taking your breath. And we'll bring that arm down. We'll tuck the toes. Start to push the butt up. Drop the head down. Maybe pedal your heels. Make it fun. Maybe do it to the beat. Good. Let's walk our hands back to the feet. Keep the knees bent and roll the spine up. Realizing I'm going to share something else I often do with kids. So I'm realizing maybe I've kept too many fun things just for kids. That doesn't make any sense. We should do this stuff with the grown-ups too. All right, so we're going to keep the knees and our feet a little bit apart. Knees bent. We've got our arms like an elephant trunk. Okay, let it sway. And I'm going to breathe in as I lift. Exhale. Let that trunk dangle. Feel the spine. Yep. I hope every family member in your house is coming right now wondering what you're doing. Come on, breathe in. And let it go. And breathe in. Let it go. Let that elephant trunk dangle. Breathe in. Let it go. Maybe you're giggling. That's a good thing. Breathe in. And let it go. Big elephant trunk. Let ourselves sway. Let that upper body go. Oh, good. Let's release. Walk the hands forward. Remember, we're at the back of our mat now. We're going to walk it forward. And go ahead and let the tummy sink down. Stay on the toes. Lift the chest. Maybe you fell to the floor. Peel yourselves back up. Come back up to down dog. Let's come down to the knees. Find child's pose. Ooh, how are we feeling? Check in. What's fun to you? Draw it to your mind, an image. Maybe it's a pet. Maybe it's a favorite kid in your life. Maybe it's your own inner child. Good, let's come on up to hands and knees. Walk those arms forward. Lay the belly down. We'll bend the right knee, reach back, find that right foot or ankle. Left arm out in front of us. Lift the chest, stretch that right leg. Just push it into the hand. Feel that right hip. Where's the breath? Let's release. Switch, right hand out in front of you, left hand back behind you. Ooh, and let's lift. Feel the shape that your body's in. What does it make you remember? What does it make you feel like? Maybe a kind of animal. I feel like I'm a snail here a little bit. Breathe in and gently release. Reach the arms out in front of us. Let's lift. Fly, maybe rock side to side. Breathe. Lower it down. Bring the hands behind you. Press your way up to hands and knees. We'll lift the right leg up behind us. Twist the hip open. And bring the right knee down. Reach the left leg back behind us. Twist that hip open. Bring that knee down. We'll roll it up till we're standing on our knees. Hands to the low back. Push the hips forward. Stretch the belly. Stretch your belly. Let your belly poof out. Try to remember a time when you weren't self-conscious about your tummy. Where you would just let it out and you wanted to pat it. You wanted to show people your tummy. And let's bring ourselves back. Hands down. Step the right foot up. Tuck the back toes, straighten the back leg. Now, maybe you've got a block or a chair. Some of you might walk your hands up. Come up for crescent warrior. And maybe you're reaching, holding your own scepter overhead. Can you smile while you're here? Can you make a funny face while you're here? How does that change any of the intensity that you're living with? Hands behind our back. Open up the chest. Good. We'll bring those hands down. Bring the left knee down. Now I'm going to spin on the right heel. Roll over onto that right ankle. Maybe open up that hip and sag in this hip. Just a silly feeling, but boy, are we coiling. Like a snake. Maybe breathing in and out through that mouth, coiled through the tongue. Bringing ourselves back. Let's step that right knee back. Step that left foot forward. Ooh. We'll tuck the back toes, straighten that back leg. Ooh, feel the body stretching open like we just went over a hurdle. And when you're ready, we'll walk our way up, taking your time, balancing, striding, big and open, taking up space. Maybe reaching up, maybe looking up. Do we dare? Hands behind the back. Thread the fingers a different way. Oh, yeah. Now, here we go. Opening that chest. Maybe we're falling. Maybe we're laughing. Make that funny sound. And we'll bring our hands down. Bring that back knee down. I'm going to spin that left heel open. Roll onto the baby toe edge. You can stay up and just press that hip open. Or if you're feeling good about it, you can bring that upper body down and just sink that right hip forward. Ooh, you could work the hip side to side. Remember what I said, you can make stuff up. Somebody made up all of these poses. Okay, so if it comes into your mind, it is inspired, heaven sent, so you can move it that way. Good, let's spin that foot back to neutral, stepping it back, tucking the toes, butt goes up, head goes down, down dog. Maybe shake the head yes or no, up and down. Ah. Good. Let's lightly bend the knees. Walk the hands back to the feet. Feet wide. Bend the knees. Drop the butt down. Lift the chest. Good. Let's come up to standing. Get your elephant trunk and let it go. And bring it back up. Big, long, soft elephant trunk and let it go. Last one. Here, let's bring it all the way up and let it go. We'll walk ourselves back forward. Just go ahead and sag the belly down. Lift the chest up. And just go ahead and lay the belly down. Ah. Good. We'll keep the head down. Your arms can be in front of you or beside you. Let's lift the left leg up. Bring it down. Lift the right leg up. And let's just do this back and forth like we're swimming. Good. Let's prop ourselves up. Forearms down. We're going to do the Lion Simhasana. So you're going to breathe in the nose. We're going to exhale out the mouth and protrude the tongue, making a big sound like... Cross the eyes too for good effect. Ready? Deep breath. Letting out your inner lion roar. Deep breath. One more time. Deep breath. Protrude that tongue. Good. Let's lower the chest down. Press our way up to hands and knees. Step that right foot up. Step that left foot up. Let's roll the spine up to standing. And let's breathe in and reach. Exhale, forward fold. We'll step the left foot back foot flat, lifting ourselves up for our warrior one. Open the arms nice and light. Maybe bringing that elbow outside of that knee, or the hand can come down. Step the back leg off the floor. What? Bring it back down. Good. Bring yourselves back up. What? Breathe. Hey. Hands down. Step that left foot up. Shake out anything you need. Whoo. Good. Exploring new things with no pressure on doing them perfectly is a part of fun, right? Just to kind of say, I'm just playing. So we're going to play some yoga. We'll step the right foot back foot flat, bringing ourselves up. Shazam! Maybe twisting it open with your own flair. Remember those arms. What is that flair? How do you want to move? And then finding a twist. Maybe that elbow is outside of the knee. Maybe you've brought the hand down. And then without thinking too long, too hard, you're just going to lift the right leg off the earth. And I'm just hanging out. What are you doing? I'm chilling. I'm wobbling, but I'm chilling. I don't know, I'm making stuff up. And I'm being contented and fun and free in my body. And bring that foot down. Voila. And shazam, here we are, we're up. Good, hands down. Step the back leg up. And we'll roll the spine up. And let's just twist the spine. Let those arms go. Maybe eyes open or eyes closed. I like to imagine that there's paint on my fingertips and it's just splattering all kinds of swirls all around the room. Ooh, imagine doing this with like glow light wristbands all over us in the dark. How pretty would it be? What would it do to your heart? Feel your spine. Feel the willingness to just kind of go with the flow. Good. We'll calm the center. I'm going to lift my right leg now. I'm kind of loopy, right, from all that spinning. But got this right knee up. I'm going to step it back and open it up. Good. Let's reverse. Good. Bring it back up. I'm just going to give a little push with this back leg. Remember, we're just going to play. So we're not doing anything perfectly. I'm just going to shove it off and up and just bring it right back. Warrior 2. What just happened? Don't even think of it as a pose. I'm just going to look forward and say, I'm going to float. Right? I'm going to float. Think about whatever kind of magical movie that you like, any kind of wizardry movies that you like. And we're just going to float. Maybe float, maybe not. Bend the knee, come back to the earth. Woo, touchdown, back on the earth. Reverse. In your mind, right? You're whoever that graceful whatever is. Or, you can be Wile E. Coyote most of the time. I'm Wile E. Coyote. Splat. All right, let's bring those hands down. Step the back leg up. Roll that spine up. And let's just shake it out. Hanging out with your friends. Doing something silly. Maybe everybody's trading off. Somebody does something silly and everybody follows. And then the next person does something silly and everybody follows. And before you know it, countless hours have gone by having fun with creativity and vibrancy with friends. We'll lift the left knee up. Ooh, let go of any pressure on yourself. You're not trying to do it perfectly. I'm just hanging out, looking at my friend and saying, what? What are you doing? Ha, make a face. I'm going to step that left foot back. Oh, spin it open. Right? No, nothing says you can't sit and work that out. These are your hips, your legs. Maybe send just an ounce of gratitude. Go serious for half a moment. And a little bit of gratitude of, wow, for however many days I have been on this planet, this body is here for me. Look at what it wants to do, what it wants to feel. Find your warrior, Shazam, send lightning bolts out if you like. You can send out flower petals. And reverse. Breathe. We're going to come up to forward and just say, I'm just going to give it a little flow. Up, I've got a wall in my way. It's okay. Maybe I hold it. Then the right knee lands soft. Come on back. I got this. I'm just going to float. Bring it back. Maybe just float. Bring it back. Laugh, laugh, laugh. I hope all of your family members, your pets are joining you. And you just all come together and you fall. You laugh together. And you come on back. And then we reverse. Ooh, let go of that smile that's inside of you. Hands down. Let's step it back to plank. Now that smile might have gone away, right? It's like, oh, plank. That's not fun. Ah. Let's bring the knees down. Roll it up. Be honest, right? I love to be like, oh, let that groan out. I don't want to keep it stuck inside of me. Be honest and just hear it. Oftentimes it'll convert to a laugh, right? If you're honest with the groan that's really in there. Oh, I've got a groan in my low back now as I send the hips forward, lifting the chest. And I'm trying to look at the wall behind me. Imagining that there's a friend on a yoga mat behind me that I'm looking at. Saying, hey, what's going on? Woo, let's bring it all the way up. Let's find a child's pose, sinking the hips down. Ooh. Now let's see about dancing our camel, all right? Now for some of us, being on these knees are not comfortable. So the dancing camel may not work for you. You might want to do that sitting instead of on the knees. If you can handle being on the knees, let's come up a little bit and just let your left hand maybe come to the floor behind that ankle or onto the ankle, lifting that right arm up. Now I'm going to take my chest over to the left, swoop and sweep the arms out and around. And then, oh, look, we're on the other side. And we'll just start to swim and lift. Swim and lift. How free. How sensual. Maybe you're just going to hold a spot. Maybe you're the kind of person who's self-conscious about dancing and this feels a little too close to dancing for you. That's okay. Make up your own jam, right? Strike the pose and hold it rather than flowing through it. Strike that pose and feel. Some of us, to be honest, are a little too addicted to moving and going and going and going, and we could stand up, strike a pose, and hold. And we'll bring ourselves back to neutral. Good. Let's have a seat. Bringing the bottoms of the feet together. And just rock. Feel your hips. Feel yourself coming into the earth. Feel gravity. Feel your flesh just kind of going with things. Ooh, let your spine go. Try to turn off that voice inside of you, that grown-up voice that's like, well, is this yoga? I don't know. She's just being goofy right now. No, I'm feeling my hips. I'm feeling the awareness of my shifting of body weight with gravity. I'm feeling different joints. I'm connecting to my spirit that's kind of finding my inner boll weevil. My boll weevil wobbles, but it doesn't fall down. Wasn't that I can't remember. I think that was the slogan, right? Boll weevils wobble, but they don't fall down. I don't know. All right. I'm a 70s kid, y'all. All right. Press those inner thighs open. Lift the chest. Neck. Ooh. Make whatever sound is coming to mind or coming to spirit. Change direction. Wow. Good. Let's lift the chest. Come forward. Ooh, breathe. Don't force anything. You know, maybe go ahead and look at your toes. If I was working with the kids class, I'd be saying, go ahead and see if you can smell your toes. And they'd all go, ew. But they're your toes. I didn't say smell anybody else's toes. Just smell yours. And come all the way up. All right, I'm going to straighten my right leg. I'm going to bend my left leg. Now, depending on how much flesh we got in the thigh and tummy, you might need to step this over a little wider just to make space for you. All right, I've got my right hand over here. My left hand in here. And I'm just going to reach forward. All right, so remember, we're just going to have fun here. We're just rocking. Rocking, imagine, just see each other, feel each other's energy, like looking around, going, hey, Claudia, hey, Kim, hey, Elizabeth, what's going on? All right, so we're reaching. Now I'm going to reach forward. I'm going to flip this palm, and I'm going to reach around and grab my own butt. Well, I'm not really grabbing my butt. I kind of just have a touch hold near my butt. All right, and then sitting upright. You're like, well, why are you doing this? I don't know, because I can. Because the shoulder can rotate. It's my butt. I can touch it if I want. I gave myself consent. I hope you did. Can you breathe? Can you sit up tall? What does it feel like to be in this shape? What kind of face do you want to make? Good. And then let's come on forward. Oh, breathe. Good. I'm going to release. I'm just going to roll on over onto this right side. I'm going to drop this left heel open and press that hip open. Oh. Just a little practice of our splat, right? This is us practicing this chalk outline on the floor. Because, I mean, you know, we should make it look good. Make it look comfy. Good. I'm going to bring this back up. I'm going to step this foot across. I'm going to bring this right hand behind me, bending this right foot. So we got it, right? This left foot is down, left knee up, right leg bent under us. Right hand supporting us. Lift your butt. Boom. Here we go. Ready, set, go. We're going to spin it all the way around. Voila. What just happened? All right. Left leg is bent under us. Right foot is down. Right knee is up. Our left hand is behind us and we're sitting up. Good, and lift your butt. Good. Let's just slow motion Silver Surfer all the way around here. What? Let's lift the butt again. What? Let's slow motion Silver Surfer all the way around. There we go. I'm going to step this foot over. Got this left leg out in front of us. Make as much space as you like. That was not about doing it perfectly. Like, try to remember when you were a kid and you just laid down on a hill and you rolled and tumbled all the way down. We weren't trying to perfect our form. We were just tumbling and feeling the tumbling and watching the clouds go woo, 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 woo. That's all we just did, all right? Just keep that attitude. I'm just tumbling and I'm feeling, rolling. I'm seeing the sky go by. I'm feeling joy. Reach, flip the palm, wrapping around. Oh, my low back is like, yeah, okay. Some things were more fun. Were more fun back in the day. And I'm like, true that. So I'm going to slow some things down on this side, on this hip for me. Reaching the chest forward, breathing in that shoulder, feeling my neck. Good. I'm just going to lean on over onto this left side, chilling. Drop open onto that right side of the foot, letting this hand ask that hip, opening up. Thank those joints for everything that they've held us up through. Maybe just this year. We don't even need to go through a lifetime of gratitude. Just this year. Thank you so much for holding things together. I just knew we were going to fall apart. Lo and behold, we have not fallen apart. Good. We're going to bring ourselves back up. Bring the bottoms of the feet back together. And then walk the feet a little further out in front of us. And let's come on forward. And we'll bring ourselves back up. Now, get to play with these toes. Let's grab the big toes with the peace fingers and thumbs. Okay, so we've got these big toes. Got the heels down, out in front of us. Just hanging. Just sitting on a field, chatting with your friends, blowing bubbles with your bubble gum. Maybe hover. What? Can you just hover on your butt? Heels are off the floor. You can rock. Remember your bow weevil. Just kind of go with it. Maybe straighten a little. Don't go too crazy, right? We're just, look what I can do. Look what my body wants to do. Don't start to look at, tell that adult brain to go away. Don't start to look at the parts that go, well, I can't do blah, blah, blah. Screw that. No, just be here going, woohoo, woohoo. And maybe the legs do straighten. Maybe they separate. Maybe they stay together. Maybe they only do it for a second. Right? And we sit and we lift and maybe back up. Play. Right? Draw the bow. Draw the bow. Draw the bow. Maybe out wide. If you fell, laugh, giggle. Maybe come on back. Or you're just like, I'm just going to look at Belinda doing that silly stuff. It's fine. All right. I'm going to switch here just a little bit. Because I think some of y'all know, like, I'm going to conjure as much fun as I can. That carefree thing. Make sure it's clear back there. All clear? All clear. And here we go, bringing it up. Bringing it back up. What? And back. I bend my knees and back up. What? Just have fun. Maybe all you're doing is sitting back here going, there's no back up. Maybe we're back here going, That's okay. There's something to love back here. Let's stay on our back and rock. Feel your back. Look up at the ceiling with your eyes. See through the roof. See the clouds. See the sky. See the sun. See birds flying overhead. Good. Let's relax the arms. Let the legs go. Hug them in. Good. We'll send the heels up to the ceiling. Arms overhead. I think I need to scooch back a little bit. All right. One solid piece. We're just going to rock to sitting upright. All the way up. And take it forward. Just massage. Touch your feet. Touch your ankles. And bring ourselves back up. All right. I'm going to walk those feet in one more time. And lift. And then if you want, it's like, let me see. Can I lift one leg? You may not want to do that at all. Man, can I lift the other leg? Cool. Maybe we can do it again. Cool. There we go. Now, here we go. Something's really complex, right? Let's crab walk. Maybe you don't. Come on forward. Thrust the hips up. Bring the feet down. Good. Legs out in front of us. Breath in. Take it forward. Just feel your breath here and just feel a gentle smile. Something to enjoy today about yourself. Maybe a memory you got to have. Maybe a sensation you got to feel. Maybe a pressure you got to let go of. And let's come all the way back up. I'm going to reach those arms up and just let the body come all the way back. Legs up. Kick your feet up. Good. Let's open the legs wide. Crisscross them and then open them wide. And then switch the cross. And just back and forth. Now, I know as a kid I would have started to want to race somebody because that's just how I rolled. So I'm just going to work on relaxing, feeling this free feeling, the range of movement in my body, and how it connects to a part of my spirit. Just the light-hearted part of my spirit. It deserves space. I don't reserve our lightheartedness for just a certain time and a place, because guess what? We rarely schedule it in. Lighthearted time is scheduled on my Google Calendar for. No, let's come on back to center. Oops. Let's bring the hands behind the knees, and then walk them up as high as they'll go toward the ankles. We're all going to have a different place. See if you can keep the legs straight and just try to pull the feet overhead, and you'll feel your low back starting to peel off the floor. Some of us more than others. And just hang, being goofy. Hang, being goofy. But maybe that low back is like, oh yeah, please give me more of this. Breathe. And we'll lower those hips down. Release the legs. Bringing those feet down, knees up. Let's lift the hips for bridge. We'll lower those hips down. Let's bring the right ankle above left knee. Alright, we're gonna hug that knee in. Don't strangle it, just cradle it. Rock and roll a little. Make any sounds that your body and your spirit want to make. Start to practice, not rehearsing our sounds. And let's release. Bring that right foot down, another bridge. Just lift the hips, let it be gentle, no strain, no stress. And we'll lower the hips down. Cross left ankle above right knee. And we'll invite that in. Oh. And that left side for me is still waking up this morning. Maybe flutter the lips. I'm learning that I don't have enough lip flesh for good flutter lips. Yeah, I kind of really, I'm not that good at it. Doesn't mean I don't want to try to practice. I just realized I just don't have juicy enough lips. Good, and we'll release the legs down, uncross. Bottoms of the feet together, knees open. Bring the hands behind the head and just curl the chin in toward the chest, stretching out the back of your neck. Try to find the most relaxed position you can, holding this curl. Breath in. Breath out. Maybe pull it up a little bit more. See if the neck wants to give you a little bit more space. And we'll lower the head down. Good. Release the arms. We'll bring the inner thighs together. Straighten the legs out. Reach the arms overhead. Big long stretch. Stretch your belly. Stretch your ribs. Maybe work side to side, wiggling in the hips a little. And let's draw the knees into the chest. Curl it in. Forehead up to the knees. And reach, lengthen. Exhale, bring it back up. Roly-poly style. And reach, lengthen. Good. Now relax the body. Walk the feet over to the right. And then see if we can wiggle, squiggle the upper body to the right, keeping your back flat on the floor, feeling the curve in the left side of your body. Let go. Let go. Wet noodle. Droopy. Good. Let's walk the feet back to center. Upper body back to center. Curl it in. Good. Lay the chest down. Straighten the left leg, hugging that right knee in. Straighten the right leg up to the ceiling. Pull it in a little bit closer. What? Ooh. Make whatever kind of face that your face is wanting to make. All right, now we're going to twist the thigh bone like you're working a key in a lock. Twist back and forth. Twist while pulling that leg to you a little. What? Make your sound. Ah! Whew. And just feel like there's a release of energy making out that sound that wants to come out.
Let's bend the right knee into the chest. Roll over to the left side. Find that twist. Make it as much of a splat as you can. Don't control it. Don't let it be perfect. If any kind of contest is going on, have a contest with yourself for just how silly it can look, how loosey-goosey it can be. It's fun to be in a human body, especially if we remember to play and remember the playful nature that's a part of us. It's not a part of our past, it's a part of us. Let's come on back to center. Half happy baby. So if you want to take the right hand to the right foot, pulling that right knee toward the armpit, great. You could bring it behind the knee. You can do crazy stuff. Some people are working on bringing that heel up behind the head. Doesn't mean it's going to get there. Mine isn't going to get there. But it's kind of cool to kind of go, all right, this is what the world looks like from this vantage point. This is what my spirit feels like, in this shape. Ooh, a hand release. Let's lengthen the legs out. Reach the arms overhead. Walk the legs to the left, curving the body to the left. Upper body over to the left. Ooh, soften the neck. Letting go. So much trust. So much ease. Do we even know how to recognize when things are easy? Do we know how to soak it up? Good, let's walk the feet back to center. Take your time. Upper body back to center. Big breath, stretch, mean it. Do it, stretch. You might find some new space. Ooh, after all the work we've done today, maybe you're like, whoa, that actually, I'm longer. I feel that. And let's pull it in. Ooh, and how much more can we draw it in? And lower the hips down, head down. Good, we'll straighten that right leg. Hug the left knee into the chest. We're going to straighten the left leg up to the ceiling. Walk the hands up the back of that leg, and then let's pull. Oh. Relax your chin. Try not to jut it up to the ceiling. Now let's twist that key. Maybe the song is going to inspire a song. Make that sound. Oh, right? Ooh. Twist. Ooh. Good. Pull that leg a little bit closer, maybe. Now you're half happy, baby. Whatever version it is for you. Maybe some of you are working on pulling that heel up toward the back of the neck. Like, does the leg have to give you space? Does the back and the neck have to give you space? Do they both have to give us space? Can I breathe here? Ooh. Could I binge on Netflix like this? Can you have that much ease? Breathe. Oh, lower the chest down, bringing the knees into the chest, final twist, rolling over onto that right side, dropping that left knee across, flop into it. Invite your biggest, bestest let go sequence. Breathe in, breathe out. Oh. Let's gradually come on back to center. Hug both knees into the chest, maybe your forehead into the knees. Lower the head down. Send the legs up to the ceiling. Now maybe position yourself with your back Sorry, with your butt up against the wall, your legs up a wall. Maybe you're staying freeform in the middle of the room. So if you're at the wall, bring your feet to the wall. Knees are bent, shoulders relaxed. If you're in the middle of the room, just stretch the legs up toward the ceiling, rest your arms down alongside your waist. What's the freest, easiest breath? So if you're joining at the wall, just push your feet into the wall, lifting your butt up and away, straightening the legs a bit. If you're in the middle of the room, we're going to use the arms to push down, hoisting the butt in the air, hands coming to the low back. At the wall, go ahead and bring your hands to the low back as well. And lift the chin away from the chest. If there's any pressure that doesn't feel right on your neck, don't do this. Don't turn your head in this pose. If you've never done this before, don't make this your first time. Breathe. Relax your breath. If you're in the middle of the room, maybe twist your hip. Everybody gradually lower the hips down, relax the arms. We'll bring the knees into the chest, even if you're at the wall, and we'll just rock. We'll straighten one leg out to the front of the mat or up the wall. The other leg. Let your body find how it wants to flop and let go. If you can keep the legs up the wall, go ahead. Feel your breath. Feel your spirit. Remember your intention for your practice. What did you touch inside of you that was fun? What did you release out of you to share with the world that was fun? What did you invite inside of you to recharge all of your fun selves? We'll wiggle the toes, fingers, maybe rotate the wrists. Give it your flair. Wiggle those arms. Wiggle those hips and legs. Do what feels fun, free, silly. And we'll gradually roll over to one side and bring ourselves upright to a seated position. Your legs could be out in front of you. You could be sitting any way that you wish. Let's do that together. Deep breath. Yoga just helps us expand our connective tissue into our true selves, our authentic selves, and what it needs right now on a mental level, on a breath level, on a physical level. Let's not forget to reach into the connective tissue that keeps us attached to the playful, lighthearted, and fun bits of us. Don't make fun be relegated to future far-off times that we never ever eventually schedule in. And fun doesn't need to be scheduled. As we practice that connective tissue, we're
We're bringing the fun with us all the time. Yeah. All of the light and love in me recognizes that same love and light in you. Namaste. Thank you all so very much for hanging out on a Friday, trying to inject our practice with a little bit of fun. I hope that we laughed. I hope that we fell. I hope that we got silly. Gaia, thank you, Gaia. I'm glad I wasn't too goofy. But you know, I'm I'm really 5 years old. I'm not. I'm five going on 53. Woo, y'all! February. Yeah, that's a mind blower, right? It's like what? Although I am holding great company in this room right now. Good to see you, Kim. Good to see you, Gaia. And Randy. Randy jumped on in here. Elizabeth, so many awesome people. I hope that you honored your spirit and your bodies. And go forth and play. Play in your bodies. Remember, somebody made up each and every one of these poses, all right? So you can end up making Gaia pose, right? Claudia can do Claudia pose. And we know there's some Joe poses, some Joseph poses bring the sound. His moaning soundtrack. I need, actually, Claudia, record some of that for me. Send that over. I just need some of that injection of the Joseph sound. Oh, anywho, it's been awesome to see you all. Feel free to drop a donation if it's in your heart or your pocket, paypal.me/justbeyoga. If you didn't see on our Facebook wall, we have Danielle returning with Yin Yoga on Monday nights at 7 o'clock. Go into that event on Facebook, click the Zoom, and absolutely enjoy all of her juicy poses. If I didn't have a conflicting event every Monday at 6:30, I would be in there getting my juicy on. We are all being spoiled by having some Danielle with us. So spread the word, share it out, and I have deep gratitude for you all. Oh, really, Claudia? Was there a Joseph soundtrack worthy of recording today? That would have been great. Whew. All righty. Well, you all have helped me tap into uplifting my own spirit. Fun, fun, fun. Let's not forget it. All right. Peace. Be well. Go forth and do good things.